My name is Aneri.
My name is Steven.
I'm Nisha.
Hi, I'm Viva Bell.
My name is Tori. My name is Mackenzie Saradowski. I'm studying economics and philosophy.
This is so fun.
I chose UC Santa Barbara because I love the environment on campus and how supportive everyone is and the community that you feel as soon as you step onto campus, and it's a very good academic school. I look so young, I look so different. Choosing UC Santa Barbara, and I think about it every day, was the best decision to date of my life. I stand by what I said then, and if not, those feelings have just been further reinforced.
My major is environmental studies. Though I love chemistry in my high school, I found out that environmental studies both fun and interesting. I'm not gonna change my major because I love it. So I actually graduated as chemistry major now. I transferred to chemistry in my second year. Everything has changed ever since. And I think changing is good. It means that you learn and you reflect on what you experience. I'm glad that I make that statement 4 years ago because it let me know that you cannot just declare what you're going to do in the future.
I am a California girl at heart, and when I got here I felt familiar and I already felt like a part of it coming here, and feels like home already.
Yeah, UCSB became home in so many different ways. It's home, but it's also time to leave, and so yeah, wow. Yeah, I was kind of expecting to feel this way. I was like, man, I'm really excited to watch this, knowing like it'll feel so bittersweet. Those first impressions can go a long way. And you know, I've tried to give those good first impressions to people coming in after me, and hoping that maybe one of them will pan out in the way that they did for me in so many different ways.
My impressions are that the weather's amazing and the people are also really, really welcoming. I'm looking forward to it quite a bit.
The people were super welcoming. I hope that I continued that as well, because I feel like that kept going like my whole freshman year. I mean, I think like there's a very general just maturing process that's happened over the past 4 years. Yeah, I think just being able to forge like really close connections with people that last for a really long time, that's another area I've grown at.
Just hearing about the CCS was really cool, and I sort of said to myself, I'm probably not going to get into it, but I want to try. And then finding out that I got into the major that I wanted just made me go, all right, this is the one, and there was really no other choice to make.
I didn't think I'd get in. Wow, oh, she had no confidence. Oh my gosh.
I want to give her a hug. She's so nervous and doesn't think she's going to do well in college, and then she does. I felt like I found my identity more in smaller communities within the school, like my major in the queer community. I really wanted like close friends, and I found that, but like I also kind of found myself.
I was actually quite scared about sharing a room with others, but I hope that I would learn to embrace this and hopefully just get used to and love this experience with living with multiple people.
Definitely a lot less nervous now compared to 4 years ago, when back then I was not sure about housing, I was not sure about what I'm going to do in school, and compared to how I was nervous transitioning from a high schooler to college, now moving on to graduate studies, I think I'm more confident and less nervous about possibly failing at making friends or not doing well academically.
Oh my gosh, I don't want it.
Community, and just being making sure that Santa Barbara is going to be your home and everybody in here is in your house, you know? Like, you have to make sure that everybody's comfortable and everybody around you is feeling the same happiness that you do.
Yeah. I just feel like I can't believe that I looked that young.
And I think that being a gaucho means that not only supporting yourself but supporting others is going to lead to mutual success.
I think I'm just looking forward to having that ability to just kind of spend a few hours studying or whatever, but still have that time to have fun and enjoy, and just, also just to be in a new environment. I think that's something that I've really had to just work on myself, just stop worrying so much about the future. Lately I've kind of been doing that thing of, just kind of taking time out of my day to actually do things that I enjoy. So going to the beach every single day and just kind of spending a lot of time with my friends. So it's kind of been interesting because I feel like that kind of took a bit of a hit during just COVID and just in the past few years, but then I feel like I've been kind of rethinking about why I'm here, especially in light of me leaving the area. I'm trying to just enjoy being here.
I would say the most memorable part is probably the connections with people, how easy it turned out to be and how strong the bonds are and these connections are.
Coming into UCSB, I knew it's a big school, and I came in with that excitement and that energy to fit myself into it and into this really large community. It's been also really great to see that community reintegrate itself, coming through the pandemic, and ways that people still found that community even if we weren't all here physically.
The pandemic was a reset button, and for a lot of people that was really scary, but for me it was a moment where I could be like, what do I actually want to take away from this? I've had a year, I have this year to reflect on what I want to do, and I think that I was really grateful for that reset because it made me, and I felt like everybody else at UCSB, appreciate what they had.
I was in China during the pandemic, so I'm not gonna say I thanked that period of time, but I did learn a lot. When I came back in 2021, I did restarted what I expected here at UCSB to make a lot of friends and communicate with professors.
I actually look back on that time period as kind of, yeah, there was a lot of like social inhibition, but in terms of like personal growth, my interest in medicine, especially just in light of like healthcare and academically, for me it was a huge kind of boost just in terms of getting to take a lot of classes and also like getting to just focus on what my interest was, and that was really great for me.
The experiences and the time that I've spent with everyone is probably the thing that I will cherish the most and I'm going to miss the most from here. This really has been some of the most formative years of my life, and I really do feel that I have gotten so much out of UC Santa Barbara, and I thought that I would, and then I really did. And it's cool to look back and know that I did really get everything that I wanted to get out of my experience here, if not a lot more.